Hello everyone, we are from Group 13 of Virtual Mobility from Padjadjaran University and Maastricht University. The topic that we discuss in our group is about divorce. Here are our members from Padjadjaran University and Maastricht University. There are 4 members from Indonesia and 10 members from Netherlands. What is divorce? Divorce is an endeavor or a last resort after all attempts to reconcile the husband and wife have been taken, but are not unsuccessful. But are unsuccessful, and even if the husband and wife must maintain their marriage in an unhappy, eternal, and prosperous condition, it will cause further problems. Divorce is also the breaking of a marriage bond between a man and a woman as a husband and wife, and after a court decision, as divorce of law that remains in effect since the marriage. Legitimate way of divorce under law. In Indonesia, for a Muslim divorce is done by submitting a divorce request to the religious court, while for people other than Islam, submit a divorce to the district court. The reasons for allowing divorce by law. In Indonesia, everything about divorce is regulated in Article 39, Paragraph 2 of Law Number 1 of 1974 concerning marriage. Article 19 of Government Regulation Number 9 of 1975 concerning the implementation of law. Number 1 of 1974 concerning marriage. Factors causing divorce. In Indonesia, based on the Journal of Factors Causing Divorce in Marriage by Arman Shah Matondang in 2014. Here are the reasons for divorce. 1. Economic factors. The level of economic needs in the present age forces both partners to work to meet the economic needs of the family, so that often differences in income or salary make each pair disagree, especially if the husband does not have a job. 2. Age factor. Usually occurs in young couples because in themselves still experiencing psychological changes. Young marriages contain many failures because of the love of monkeys whose plankton is full of dreams and fantasies are not accompanied by sufficient preparation. 3. Factors of religion knowledge. Usually, people who understand and are diligent in carrying out religious teaching in their life, their morals can be accounted for. On the contrary, people whose morals decline, usually their beliefs about religion are lacking or none at all. 4. Nonconformity of opinion in the household. The thing that is directed to become a polemic that triggers a household rift is the absence of emotional intelligence and understanding the feelings of a partner. View of divorce. In Netherlands, with their individualistic culture, they give up easy based on their self. Individualism sanctions the pursuit of one's self-interest. Namely, people in individualistic societies are therefore often unwilling to sacrifice their personal fulfillment for a bad marriage, even when divorce implies great emotional and financial cost. While in Indonesia, with their collectivism culture, their respect for others or even their surrounding and even their family's wishes for their marriage, for their partner, and even if it's a religious interdiction. View of divorce. From Padjadjaran University's opinion, divorce is a sad and kind of bad way to solve problems. It's also a big disgrace for their family and environment. Getting divorced can impact their surroundings, like their parents, brothers, sisters, and especially their children. Their divorce is a good way and not a way of destroying a relationship and being hated by God. But on the other hand, we also think that divorce might be okay if it's already with careful consideration, mature, and has been discussed with many parties and they agree, even though in the religion it is strongly opposed. While from Maastricht University's opinion, divorce is a good decision if both are able to save themselves and others, like their children. Breaking up the relationship and being divorced is a good decision if both are able to save harm to oneself and other attached people. The majority of people around, they had the opinion of divorce really being the very last resort. Only when something really drastic happens, it will be okay to separate. The divorce should not be considered a sin, but instead. They don't mind people think that way. If it doesn't work out, divorce is a way. Happiness cannot be sustained in a family if the individuals are not happy themselves. Divorce is also not related to anything like culture or religion. Here is the conclusion of our discussion in our group. Divorce is a personal choice that in most situations has some sort of underlying motivation for one or two individuals to end the marriage. Differences might make a big difference in the perception of this moral dilemma. It is not the concept of divorce that is right or wrong, but rather the process. Important for people to seriously try to fix their problems and to try to rebuild a happy relationship. Divorce should be the solution for when nothing else has worked and not just the easy way out. If the couple has children, it is also important to keep their well-being in mind and try to keep them from witnessing any fighting, and parents should not make them pick any sides. Still, marriage should have some value and would suggest people to really think before acting when it comes to marrying, so divorce can be a last option but not a withdrawal move after making an overhasty decision. Here, how we contribute to team up. We discussed about divorce through Skype and WhatsApp application, and also we share data from divorce that we get from journals and websites in the form of summary. A brief overall impression. We think that interacting with students from other countries helps the psychology differently because of cultural differences. Cultural differences affect how a person views things. Cultural differences also influence the response of a person's behavior to affect. Here are pros and cons of having participated in virtual mobility program. The pros are that we can share each other culture thought. We can also add new experience and also know other countries' perspective on a problem. But the cons are about the time difference inhibits communication, and also about the language differences allow for misrepresentation of a fact because of an error in describing. Here are things we should do to improve teamwork. First, we can establish detailed planning from the beginning, namely establish clear assignment and deadlines. We can also do time discipline and control during the schedule. That is all from our group. Thank you for watching this video. We hope so it will be useful for everyone. Here are our references in doing our tasks.